Sometimes, after I've completed a task that wasn't on my to-do list, I add it, then cross it off for the free dopamine boost. No one is forcing you to work at that job you hate. I think you will find the threat of starvation and homelessness is fairly coercive. Hate when a job asks you to set goals. My only goal is to remain employed so that I can continue to pay for my living expenses while finding fulfillment in the areas of my life unrelated to a day job. We need a 3-day weekend. One for errands. One for social activities. One for staying in bed, like we've got some Victorian wasting disease. How do I teach my body that my fight or flight response is supposed to be for life or death situations, not answering an email? Shout out to everyone who simply cannot work at an even steady pace and instead vacillates between frenzied hyperwork mode and a near catatonic state of existential dread and avoidance. Please normalize letting people eat their lunch alone if they want, and decompressing for 30 minutes without the pressure of being considered antisocial in the workplace. My coworker was so stressed at work that our boss told him to go take a walk outside and come back when he feels better. He never came back. New office neighbor has a very sensible office door policy. Dear visitor, in order to protect my concentration and sanity, I have decided to implement a door policy. Door open. Very welcome to knock and come in. Yes, I would love to have a chat. Door closed. Please do not knock at my door or come in unless you have urgent business. I'm extremely easily distracted and I will talk to you until the end of time instead of writing my dissertation. Never come in without knocking. List of things that are urgent business. The building or someone is on fire. You're bringing me coffee. Revolution. There is a dog. To avoid straining your eyes when you're continuously working, follow the 20-20-20 rule. After 20 minutes of work, look at something 20 feet away, then spend 20 years in the forest. For those that work remote, what are the pros and cons? Pros. Sleeping in, showering on my own time, no traffic, peace and quiet, running errands and spare time, taking my life back, not being overly tied to my work. Cons. People making up articles about wanting to return to office. Do you work well under pressure? Needs the response: is this job one that regularly engages actual emergencies, e.g. in a fire department, or do you fabricate urgency through poor management, uneven distribution of duties, and an inflated sense of self for upper management? So my wife was on a Zoom call, and one of her colleagues accused her of lying. Next thing you know, she pulls out a log that maintains date, time, cell number of the mistakes that had been made by him. Everyone on call went silent. Don't know whether I should be proud or scared. Easily the most relatable email I've received. Need to postpone. Hi Rachel, I have lost control of the day. Is there a polite way to ask what is the purpose of this meeting and why do I need to be included? I just want to be clear on the objective of this meeting, so I'm being thoughtful on my contribution. If they tell you that got nothing to do with you, say well I won't be a value add here, so looking forward to reading the recap email you send out. I just had the most professional version of I said what I said. The person said, I maintain my thoughts on the matter. The best part of starting a new job is all 4 of your grandparents are alive again. I don't know who needs to hear this, but take your lunch break, your evenings, your weekends, your holidays, and your paid time off. You agreed to a job in exchange for pay and benefits. You did not sign up to sell your soul and every moment of your personal time. Can't believe my stupid ass has imposter syndrome, while Elon Musk is confidently marching around Twitter HQ and chewing on wires until something breaks. My lotion bottle says to use it on areas of irritation, so I slathered it all over my coworker, Deborah. There goes my hero. Man forged head injury to get months off work and then returned, being rude to everyone, citing that his personality had been altered by the incident. Realized customer service wasn't for me when a lady on the phone told me I didn't know how to do my job, and I said, well, walk me through it, and she hung up. Dress for the job you want, not the one you have, which is why I wear sweatpants to the office, so they know I want to be a remote employee. Me responding with per my last email instead of are you on drugs, Janet? Did you wake up this morning and decide to smoke crack? When employers want you to have 10 years of work experience before the age of 22. I seldom apologize in emails. Alternatives. Thanks for flagging. Good catch. I will make the update/changes. Many thanks for noticing the error. Name. We will. Verb. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. We will. Verb. Stop over apologizing at work. Hey, going to head away for a few days. Could you put together the music posters please? No problem, send me on the details. Thursday 11th of May, Aaron Wilson. Friday 12th May, Konamaji. Saturday 13th May, Joe Carney, downstairs, and Niall Doris, upstairs. Sunday 14th May, Trad Band. What time do they start? Thursat, 10:30 p.m. Suntrad, 7:30 p.m. All done. Unreal, that was quick. Cheers. Asked my BF how work was today. There's something magical about a place you can't leave for 8 hours a day 5 days a week for fear of being homeless. It's called gross pay because it's disgusting to see what you cold made. Interviewer. Would you call yourself a hard worker? Me. Absolutely. I make almost everything harder than it has to be. When you applied for the job. When you hear back from the recruiter. Free for a quick call. Easier to explain. Did I kill a plant, or did the plant not have what it takes to thrive in this fast-paced environment? Did you offer the plant a competitive salary for a dynamic, self-starter, entry-level position, with room for advancement at a company, who plays just as hard as they work? So this is how I learned my work calendar wasn't private. Paul, I want to do the product intro too, on Friday, and on the only good spot for most people you have a blocker called Get a Chicken. Is that something you could move to join us? You're asking for a pretty high salary for someone who has no experience in this field. Tim. Well, this job is gonna be super hard, since I have no idea what the feck I'm doing. Explaining Interoffice mail to a 25-year-old. Re all the crossed off names. I said it was like the borrowing card in the back of the library book. Didn't help. No frame of reference for that either. Interdepartmental mail. When you stay silent through the whole Zoom meeting, but you say, thanks everyone at the end, to make it seem like you contributed. Me. I want to take a trip. Bank account. I highly suggest it be a trip to work. Making this my new email signature. Sorry for the delay of my reply. I'm simply too old and tired for such things. I lack concentration. It's sad. Company. Embracing diversity, equity, and inclusion is part of who we are and what we do. The company's leadership team. Whitest whites. When you send an email and immediately go to the send box so you can read it from their perspective. Goal. Flirting. So do you have any wild fantasy? Me. Quitting my job. Girl. No, I mean like any risque fantasies. Me. Quitting my job without having anything else lined up. Me at 3 PM after a day full of meetings. That could have been emails. Are you okay? Oh my god, no, but for the purposes of this conversation, yes, I'm fine. After working 5+ years in the corporate world. I'm not dead, this is just how I look. Me waiting until I have 3 minutes before the call starts to pee, get water, find my charger, and look for the Zoom link. I'll stop when this approach fails. I had a hiring manager ask me why I don't stay at jobs for long periods of time. I told her, because I don't believe in suffering in places that no longer serve me, just to say I had some longevity there. We don't owe these companies anything. Especially if they don't pour into us. Unhinged email sign-offs until my boss notices. Hanging by a thread. Kayla Avery. Employee morale all-time low. Leadership. Pizza party. Life of a hybrid employee. In-office days versus work from home days.